Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. Hello, 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 hello. Look at you guys. Look at who all's here. Hello, early crowd. Dane and Wake and DFR and everybody else that's here. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Hope everything is good. Oh, boy. Good evening, DFR. Am I excited for tonight? I'm a little nervous, I have to say. I did not really expect that we would actually be, like, close to completing a run this early on. And yet, here we sort of are. We're doing Deathless attempts at Elden Ring. This is our 5th attempt. And our character has 5 Remembrance bosses to go out of 15. We've completed 10. The Remembrance bosses we still have. Yeah, DFR. Still a little bit. The bosses that we have remaining tonight that we need to kill are Millennium Moog, Malekith, Godfrey, and Elden Beast. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. Let's jump on in and see what our character is looking like. And before I go and do really much of anything, I was realizing something earlier. And the thing that I was realizing was, so I have this black knife, right? This 12 dex, 18 faith. Oh, actually, never mind. So if I have 12 dex, hang on. I need 15 in order to use the Blasphemous Blade. So I was thinking, if I want my Mimic tier to be able to use the Blasphemous Blade, then I think it's probably in my best interests to get 3 more levels of Dexterity and 5 levels of Strength. So I think for the next few... Hey, Joe. Hi, Brensky. So I think for the next few levels, what I'd like to do is get my Dex to 15, get my Strength to 15, so that my Mimic can also two-hand the Blasphemous Blade. And then I can worry about putting points into Endurance again. So I think that means that I can start making my way through the Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum. So let's go ahead and get through the platforming of this area. We'll pick up whatever runes we need. My guy looks like Darth Vader, kind of, but the helmet's a lot goofier than Vader's is. But yeah, we're certainly wearing Funny enough, Berensky, if you were to take the if you were to alter this the armor piece, you would end up with something that kind of looks like the Jedi robes from like episodes 2 and 3. So you're not so far off, I would have to say. I'm expecting... Yeah, I was expecting this guy. Sorry you're late. Yeah. Your ban will arrive in 3 to 5 minutes. Being late is not allowed. As you know. Is there a pimp fur coat? Actually, yeah, there kind of is. There kind of is. I don't have it, but yeah. super dark, and I don't know where I am. Oh, okay. Alright, I think I'm okay. I'm gonna go sell all the, like the Remembrance and the other stuff. I don't need those items.
Oh no.
And like I said, we're gonna start bringing our dexterity up and then our strength up. Yeah, then I can worry about endurance. Okay, let's prepare our physic for Moog. We're gonna jump right into it. So for this one, I am going to go ahead and say this instead. So this physic flask is going to allow me to tank his stupid nihil. There was something else I wanted to do as well. I wanted to purchase heal so that my mimic can cast it. Hey, Catacroc, how we doing? Here we go.
Hey.
Good. Hey, Whiskey Jack. So this would allow my mimic to start using heal abilities. And I had one other thing that I was sort of interested in grabbing. And it's the Golden Vow ability. So in order to get that, the fastest way to get there would be to go to... where? Not there, not there. I guess it's Road of Iniquity. And maybe I can fight. Yeah, I guess I'll fight the. I'll fight the guy on my way. There's an angry. Yeah, here we are. There's this guy. Obviously, it's kind of standing in the way now. And there's also a boss. What's it called? Some sort of tree spirit, ulcerated tree spirit. we beat one Anastasia before. We're probably going to have to beat another one here. The one that we beat was a lot tougher than this one as well, so... As long as I get rid of all the... additional opponents. A little confused. I could have sworn there was going to be a second dog. Yo, what the hell? It's a good thing I'm warming up, honestly. I'm playing great so far. Alright. Let's go ahead and take what we've got now and take it to Moog. I need to swap in spells, obviously, so that my Mimic will use the ones that I want it to. So Golden Vow, Flame grant me strength. Rot Breath is good. That's good. That's good. And heal. Okay. All right. Here we go. First Remembrance boss for the evening shall be Moog. Fire resistant. How about Black Knife? How about Rot? Let's get him rotting. We can. wasn't so tough. Not this one anyway. But that's good. I'm glad that we started with him. Nice. Okay, that's 15 and 15. Good. Now my remaining points can go into endurance. Because now my mimic would also be able to two-hand the blasphemous blade. And that's really what I want. Okay. Well, that's Moog taken care of. Dare I go to the Halig tree? I guess there's nothing for it. This is an area of terrifying pathing. So I just have to be very precise in my jumps and try not to fall off a cliff. Especially early on here. In fact, that'll help. Blasphemous Blade will help me with clearing enemies out of the way. Alright, we're making a run for it. Alright, go, 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 go. Just need to be really careful with dodging as I run past this guy. Right. Okay. DFR, we're in the Halig tree right now. Making our way toward Loretta, who is the boss between us and Melania. What's up, Maven? We're down with some of it, yeah. Elden Ring in particular is, Elden Ring and Sekiro are the games that I have played of FromSoft's catalog. I'm actually just gonna run for it here as well. Just get out. Alright. These snails up ahead need to die, so I will go ahead and... Wait, I don't have eye lasers? I don't have eye lasers, hang on. I definitely want the eye lasers for this part. Out of mana. It's out of webs. Shit. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's why. I was like, why is... I need to be two-handing it right now in order for me to be able to use it. Alright, that's good. Hey there. I think it's smarter for me to not go directly in there, and instead I should get the shortcut, reset my flasks, and especially reset my physic before we go in there. I no longer need the anti-moog tier. Certainly not.
Hey.
Gives better resists. Hey Zerafuse, how goes the Deathless run? Well, we haven't died yet. So that's something. An interesting thing, I could swap to stamina recovery speed. Instead of max stamina. And that may not be a bad idea either. Alright, Loretta's next. Get her. Fireball's doing well. Fireball did very well. Good. All right. Do I keep putting points into endurance here, or dare I continue putting points into vigor? No, honestly, more points into vigor after 60 is not going to net me that much. What about into endurance? That doesn't give me much more stamina, though it does give me a couple more pounds of carry weight. And eventually I might be able to wear something a little heavier. Or continue to wear my armor while using the Blasphemous Blade instead. That'd be something. Yeah, let's just keep putting points into endurance then. Alright. Oh no, DJ. Sorry. Sorry, Dane. I'm sorry. That's, like, don't do it on my account. But if you are doing it, then that is significant support from you. It was working fine yesterday. I don't know. Hopefully you'll either figure out how to get it working or... Alright, welcome to Elfale. $1,500 damage a pop with laser eyes is certainly significant, I would say. I mean, soon. It's gotta be soon when I... Yeah, a couple more points into endurance, and I will be able to actually hold the Blasphemous Blade. Because the, this would put me at 33, and I believe it's like... you need to have 30% of your carry weight, so... And that's 33. So it's close. It's already close. Yeah, I'll use the Blasphemous Blade to clear the path for me here. That seems pretty reasonable. Big AoE, it's wide AoE as well. And it one-shots the enemies here. Yeah, I'm good with that. Hello. That's a little overkill, but I will allow it. Hi. Get rid of everybody. Jumps. Very precise with the jumps. This is an ancient somber, I believe. Yeah. But both my blasphemous blade and my dagger are already leveled up all the way, so I do not need any more assistance. Alright, I'd like to go this way, and then this way. I believe I have not gone the direction I meant to. Stay away from me. Mikola's Lily. That's not what I wanted. Oh, also, hi. And hi. Okay, no, but seriously, this is not where I meant to be at all. I want to go upstairs somehow. Okay, yeah, I want to go where that guy is. That ain't it. Okay, hang on. I should be able to backtrack from here. If I remember right, I should be able to backtrack. Because I think I've cleared out everybody in between. Well, okay, everybody except these two guys. Hang on. Pardon me, fellas. Just in case I mess up the jump again, I don't want to worry about you. Okay, hang on. Alright. So, let's do this. Let's do this again. So from here, and I go here. And I wanted to go up. And I wanted to continue to go up. Then here, yeah, I want to be on that like beam that's pointed sort of downwards, like this. So I want to go this way. Leave me alone. All right. And then if I can make this jump, then I'm past this area. There we go. The Halig Tree Night Helm might also increase faith. Though I'm not sure by how much. Yeah, it actually does increase faith by more than what my current one does. But now we look very goofy, don't we? But I love it. This is a little greedy on my part. But that guy does drop a Lord's Rune, which is that's why I killed him. What's up, Goblin? How we doing? Good to see you. Okay, a long time ago, and when I say a long time ago, I mean yesterday, I picked up a claw that gives me Bloodhound Step, and I'm gonna use it in this upcoming area. How goes the new job? It's going pretty well, thanks. Thanks for asking. Yeah, okay, so this one. Here we go. So with this, I'll be able to Bloodhound Step over the rot area that's coming up. And other than that, I just need to be precise with my jumps again. And as always. Good. And good. Phew. All right. Hey, congratulations, Goblin. That's great news. That is wonderful. I'm very happy for you. Well, yeah, no. The job hunting process is always a real pain, and I've been pretty out. I haven't shied away from, you know, explaining how that's been for me, but I'm glad that it went well for you. I really am. All right, one more area of pathing to get through here. Got the offer today. Congratulations. That's got to be a big weight off your shoulders. And now you can rest easy for a little bit, right? Until your start date. Pressure's off, I think. For now. Alright. I'm gonna stand over this ledge. And I'm gonna snipe out some of the Rot Kindred that are hanging out down there. You guys can see them. Hanging out right there. Very nice. Love having an attack that can go in a straight line in this way. Alright, let's go. Phew. The game hasn't released yet, Goblin. I believe it is out. What is the 3rd? Thursday. So we will start Baldur's Gate 3 after it's actually out. All right, I'll go sell my stuff. But we are at Melania's door. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready.
Oh no.
Gamba? Sure. Why not? What additional prep can I do? I just need to make sure that my flasks are correct. I need to make sure that I have the weapons out that I want. So for me, that is going to mean the Blasphemous Blade. I think I'd like for both me and the Mimic to be using Blasphemous Blade in this. And the other thing I need to kind of remember is how to deal with waterfowl. How to deal with waterfowl is always a big effing problem. Oh, we're gonna look proper goofy. So I need to make sure I maintain light roll while I'm using the Blasphemous Blade. So that's why I took my shirt off there. Okay, so for waterfowl, I need to run backwards. And then, so backwards for the first, like, 2 attacks. It goes attack, attack, roll, and then she'll like roll over, she'll like attack over me, so I'll roll under it. And then I roll again underneath. So you'll see when she does it. Alright, other things to make sure that I... Okay, so if I'm using... Yeah. If I'm gonna use Ashes of War for this one, then it's gonna be this and this instead. So the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman that we just picked up is going to be more physical damage negation than even the one that we had before. And the other talismans that I just put on are, this one lowers the FP cost. And this one boosts the attack power of skills. And when it says skills, they mean Ashes of War. So that's what these things are. And the only other thing that I need to be kind of aware of is I need to remember at the very beginning of this fight, it parks me right next to her and she immediately tries to attack. So I need to just be paying attention and dodge the first couple of attacks and gain some distance so I can bring my Mimic in. All right? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be ignoring you guys for a little while. Until this ends. Alright.
Power.
Alright. So that knocks her down. how much damage the Mimic is taking here. I'm hoping it'll heal itself. Or use the Ash of War, but it's not doing it. Two-hand it, you punk. Okay, here she comes. Heal yourself, Mimic. Heal yourself, man. Can heal himself. Alright. Alright, just me and her. And she's waterfowling again. Okay. One more shot. Damn it. Come on, do something that I can punish. That looks punishable. Got her.
The mark of a true lord. Oh, dear Mikola.
Let's go.
Dearest Mikola, my brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my man.
So I had, what, 2 waterfowl dodges in that? Had to dodge her, well, I didn't dodge it well enough, but her weird thing where she goes up in the air,
Hey,
I don't think the Mimic did very much of anything for us, I gotta say. I think the Mimic was a little bit more harm than help there, but win is a win is a win, right? Alright, let's pay out the believers, I guess. Wow, you guys were crazy. Who? Oh my goodness, everyone believed. Oh, I appreciate the support. Alright. Let's see. I think... Yeah, I want to put this on. And maybe let's alter this thing now. So that I can actually wear it. I was really hoping that this would keep me at light. This would put me at light load. Oh, it did. Nice. Okay. All right. I'm happy with that. So now I'm at light load, and I have the Blasphemous Blade equipped. So I think I'll use that against Malekith as well. I don't feel a strong need to change any of my spells out. All right, nothing for it. We're just running straight for this. Let's go. And like before, let's go ahead and switch back to damage negation. Malekith's big thing is physical damage. Now, we've already come through this area before and killed the, by the way, this looks a lot like what, like Kenobi or Anakin wear at various points during Star Wars, right? Minus the helmet. Ignore the helmet. Alright, so the big things for me to think about with Malekith are... so Malekith is probably the boss that I'm the most scared of. He does insane amounts of damage. And I have good negation, I have flasks and all that stuff, but I feel like I'm more scared of him than I am of pretty much anybody else. However, I've practiced him a lot in the past, So here's what I need to think about. In the first phase, just kind of keep myself middle distance, look out for when he's throwing, when he's doing rock sling, or bestial sling, sorry, because those can hurt quite a bit. But getting through the first phase is, you know, just need to make sure that I get him a couple. If I tag him a couple times, then it should be fine. The second phase is a little bit scarier. Because he does even more damage, and it's destined death damage, which is the type of damage that the Black Knife does, which is, you know, percent health over time. So there's a couple attacks that he does that I need to pay attention to. The first one is when he, like, jumps kind of like this and then prepares to do a front flip. If I'm in front of him, I need to run to the back of him. It's kind of contradictory when you say it, but if you try to move backwards or dodge backwards, then his front flip forward and the subsequent like big AoE attack that he does will hit you, and those can connect multiple times and do a lot of damage. So my objective when he does that is to run behind him. The other thing that he does is he has an attack where he like goes flying into the air and starts swinging Destined Death blades at you. So I just need to dodge to the side, pause to the side, and then dodge backwards twice when he does the swings toward me. If he does them, you'll see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, everything that I just said doesn't mean anything. Let's get in there. Come get it. Missed. All right. Here we go. That was the backwards dodge that I was talking about. And again, he just did it twice in a row. I need him to focus on my Mimic for half a second here so I can just calmly heal. He's a very jumpy target. And he did it a third time. Got it. Ow. These are not connecting with him. Still not connecting. Oh my god. Die! Oh my god, he's crazy. He made me do a lot there. I had to dodge that same attack like 5 different times. Was very, very, very annoying is what that was. My god. All right. 3 fights remaining. Gideon, Godfrey, and Elden Beast. Tell you what, I'll give you a prediction for all 3. Is the hardest left? Probably Godfrey. Depending on, well, I don't know. Elden Beast can also just wombo combo you. Radagon, I'm less scared of. Elden Beast, on the other hand, can be quite wombo-y combo-y. I would say Gideon a little bit less so if I am on point with my... Well, I'm going to be using Blasphemous Blade against him, so... Yeah, this place has looked better, for sure. Am I lost? No, I need to go this way. So he doesn't do any physical damage, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I also didn't talk to him, so he doesn't get any of Melania or Mohg's spells, which is good, because I don't want him doing friggin' Scarlet Aeonia or any crap like that. He will just be doing, like, comets and stuff.
A sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. I know
Blasphemous Blade is nice because it knocks him over. Pretty happy about that.
Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
You sly devil, you caught me monologuing. Just being really careful about the platforming. Obviously, it's just kind of a straight shot from here, but I'm just thinking about what I need to know for Godfrey. Godfrey is the first enemy where jumping is actually really, really strong. For me, anyway. I can jump over a lot of his attacks. Anytime he's slamming the ground, you jump. Anytime he does that weird, like, ground stomp thing, I can jump that as well. By the way, I got an upgraded version of the heal. I'll take that. And even my Mimic will be able to use that because I have 42 faith exactly with the helmet on. So that's good. Alright, so for against Horalu, I think this is, again, an optimal sort of situation. I'll leave the Blasphemous Blade on. Yeah. Alright. All right. Here's where I'm talking about with jumping. And alright, that gets into phase 2. Now I just need to be careful about any ground slam or any wrestling moves that he's feeling like doing. Comes 2 jumps. 1, 2.
Tarnished. My strength befits same crown.
And then there was 1. Have to think about what weapons I might want for this, or what spells I might want. I think that... Yeah, Rot Breath is no longer needed. Let's get that out. Let's put Pest Threads in. Pest Threads might be really, really strong against Elden Beast. Might be. I might also just Black Flame. Alright, so for Radagon, just need to be careful with dodging. I can dodge, like, forward when he is swinging at me. There are certain attacks where he'll, like, do, like, a stomp. And once again, I can jump to the side, and that'll free me for an attack. And then, let's see, there's also... When he goes high up in the air to come down, I can back away and then jump and then follow that up with an attack. So those are the three things that I'm thinking about. And then when he gets to low health, he'll do a triple, like, attack that goes in a very big cone in front of him. And so I just will need to dodge. So I'll want to run, like, start running it to the side as soon as he starts doing that, and then dodge to the whatever side that I'm running each time he does it. And hopefully I'll be able to avoid the damage for that. My Mimic should soak up a decent chunk of this damage as well. Or his attention, anyway. Okay. Here we go. That's some spicy freaking damage. Okay, yeah, I don't know where you were aiming. Alright, here it comes. He's attacking my Mimic. That's great. Got him. Blasphemous Blade doing work. Elden Beast. So here, depending on, okay, so he's aiming at that, which means he should surface over here. Yeah. All right, so for this attack, I just need to run kind of in a circle like this. This, I'm gonna run behind him. Same deal. Oh, he really is trying to hit me with this thing. So just kind of keep serpentining. And here's Elden Stars. Okay, so for Elden Stars, I'm just gonna Run. This is what I was talking about with him being able to sort of wombo combo if you're not careful. He is not letting me get an attack in edgewise. Dodging, being very careful. My mimic is healing itself. I knew I gave that thing for a reason. Oh my god. 4 dodges is good enough to the side for that. What else do you got for me? You're giving me the whole works. That's the 3rd time you've done this attack. Unbelievable. Grab my mimic. Oh, he missed. Oh, the mimic with the heal. Almost have him. Just give him a little tap there. My mimic is healing itself back to full. This is amazing. I'm so happy that I gave him that stuff. A little fun with eye lasers. So for the rings of light, I just run in a straight line, and then, all right, we're out. Let's go. Elden Ring. All Remembrance bosses. 0 deaths. That's the first Elden Ring challenge that I've ever done, and I think I'm very, very happy with that. Oh my god. Elden Beast gave us the works in that fight. He hit me with Elden Stars and followed it up with the big wave of gold attack, that like force slash attack. He did that attack 3 times, I think. He tried to get me with the like falling waves of light a couple of times. But we had enough. We had enough to get through it there. Dane, my goodness. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subscriptions to the channel. That's very nice as a celebratory thing. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Those of you that just got your subscriptions, please enjoy the ad-free viewing emotes. We did it. We did it. We didn't die. I didn't even fall. I didn't fall off any cliffs. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I had everything that I needed. Oh, Malekith also really tried to mess us up. Yeah, and actually let's see. So Melania almost got us down. Well, she got us to like maybe a third of our health. Placidusax got us closer, I think. Because I almost ran out of flasks against Placidusax, but I had the forethought to rot breath Placidusax before everything got too crazy, and so I was able to take him down that way. Here, sure, we'll pay out the believers. Thank you so much. Whoa, Maven, thank you for gifting 5 subs as well. That's very, very kind. those of you who just got your subscriptions. I see some nice names, people getting subs. That's great. Guys, please enjoy the ad for being the emotes. Maven, very, very generous of you. I appreciate it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. In my head, I've been imagining that this was something that was gonna be possible for me to do, and I wasn't sure whether or not it was gonna take like a long time or whether or not we were gonna be, you know. But yeah, the faith build went really well. I think I would also have had a pretty good time doing this with an int build as well. I think there are certain fights that might have been even easier with an int build. What I like about the int build with Moonveil specifically is how quickly that Ash of War comes out. The Moonveil Ash of War is just, it's an unsheath, and it gives out a medium range wave of light or wave of magic, and like I said, it comes out very quickly. So against like Melania, for example, you can punish a lot more openings. Or Malekith, same deal. You get those fast projectiles that have a decent range that allow you to do a little bit more. The other nice thing with int builds is you get Night Comet, which enemies won't dodge. Similar to what we had with the eye lasers, but Night Comet actually also can do a tremendous amount of damage. But yeah, I think getting it with the Faith build was great. You know, we did a really good job with the Black Knife and our incantations for a good while, and then I'm proud of myself for switching to the Blasphemous Blade when I knew that that it would be better to have that going. That Ash of War is big, has a big wide straight line AoE, and heals you when it hits, and does big fire damage as well. So I'm happy that I switched over to that, and that managed to get us all the rest of the way there. Ninja, thank you so much for subscribing. That's 17 months. That's crazy. I didn't realize you've been around for that long. I don't know why I thought that you were relatively newer, but 17 is a long time. Thank you so much for the super long-term support, and I really appreciate it. I guess time just flies, right? Okay. I have a slight issue. I've been live for like a little less than 2 hours. So now what do I do? It's interesting you guys want me to start an Original Sin 2 run, given that Baldur's Gate 3 is just around the corner. I don't know if it makes sense to start an Original Sin 2 run when the third is so close. TOB. TOB is a victory lap? I think that'd be really fun. I think that's a great idea, Data. Let's do that. All right. Tell you what I'm going to do then. I am going to take a short break. Yeah, the one thing with TOB is
The fallen leaves.
Oh my gosh.
Tell a story.
Well, let's just we'll start talking about that in a little bit.
Lord.
Because again, this is a successful run. I'm very happy about it.
Across the fog.
As such, I'm going to be saving this. So let's go ahead and
Our seed will
I'll start processing what I
upon
want to
us
say about Baldur's
and
Gate
recall
and throw in a ball, and then we can
the age of the Duskborn.
No, we look properly goofy with that helmet on, I have to say. But that +2 faith, you know? You gotta have it. Roll credits. There it is. A run in the books. A run in the books. I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled about this, I have to say. Alright, guys. Begin journey 2? Nah. New items may be purchased, sure. So how long did that take us? So in-game time, a little less than 9.5 hours to get through all the Remembrance bosses for us. And I feel like I had a pretty solid pace the entire way. So yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Alright, friends. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And I'm gonna put a Be Right Back screen up. Or rather, I can just do this. Oops, I didn't mean to log in. What I meant to do was put the system down and go like this. And we'll put the music back on for a little bit, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Just need to take a quick break, compose myself, and then we can continue. The stream's not over yet.